boy. I think it's time we talk about this. Shane Dawson, Jake Paul. Very serious topic. Let me just put on my glasses. Maybe it will convince people I'm smarter and I know what I'm talking about. This is a mouth cover. No, just kidding. It's a blindfold. We don't even need it here. I want to dive right into this. Okay. Serious topic. As long as you don't live under a rock, you know that Shane Dawson decided to make an 8-part expose series, docu-series, on the mind of Jake Paul. Not only that, he correlated that to different YouTubers, tying back to how some may have sociopathic tendencies. Yeah, in short, Shane Dawson wanted to find out if Jake Paul is a sociopath. I'm only clapping because that's actually a really good hypothesis. Shane Dawson is currently my favorite creator on the platform. Oh my god, they're loud. Be right back. Can you put it down, please? And we're back. I just really want to give my insight on all of this, what I think about mental health, sociopaths, and everything related to this situation. Now, there's something strange about creators and their sociopathic tendencies. Very simple definition, because as I was watching Shane Dawson, the definition of a sociopath got a little bit confused for me. But if we break it all down again, in short, it's a personality disorder. Someone who portrays a personality and has a totally different personality than what we would consider someone who's normal, with a lack of conscience. In short, someone who disregards other people, either their emotion, feeling, whatever they care, whatever you may say. Now, there's even an Urban Dictionary to break it down even more. Sociopaths are people who have little to no conscience. They will lie, cheat, steal, and even manipulate others for their own benefit. Now, there is a lot of influencers that do very similar things to that. They don't care because they don't think the way we do. If they saw a cat get run over, they might not feel sad. That is one way to put it. Look at activity on Sociopath. We got this trend right here. In 2012, there was some good talk about it. Then, beginning of 2018, even more. Except when we get to this month, ironically, Shane Dawson posted the series and boom! October 2018, record number of search result activity. I found myself asking, all these characteristics, I think I have over 80% of these characteristics. Does that mean I'm a sociopath? What was that? Okay, the reason I think this topic is so interesting is because it was kind of never addressed. I saw a lot of YouTubers do outrageous things, like next level things. I'm not talking about your typical, eating scorpion challenge or, or pranking someone, even though it's kind of fake. I mean next level type of shit. There was even a YouTuber that enticed his girlfriend to point while he was holding a book. Maybe some of you guys haven't heard about that yet. This was solely for YouTube views. It was all captured on video, and that might make you think, are YouTubers actual sociopaths? Some people say, nah, they were just dumb. I think there are many YouTubers who get so caught up in doing the next best thing or something crazy that hasn't been done before, where they lack the empathy, the conscience, and really don't think about the consequences, and that's what you get here. Now, after this happened, it made you question how far people will go, not only on YouTube, just in general, as creators, as influencers, to get attention. If I just type in, do sociopaths, we got, do sociopaths cry, have empathy, love, feel fear, feel anxiety? Everyone wants to know, what extent do they go to? And do they feel the same emotion as, for say, me and you might? Do sociopaths feel guilt, which is one of the craziest ones? Do sociopaths laugh? Now, I don't think I'm a sociopath. Okay, that's probably what a sociopath would say. Now imagine a sociopath really doing a lot of damage to a friend, whether they cheated on them with their girlfriends or boyfriend, whoever it may be, and they say sorry, but they don't actually feel sorry. Now, I want to ask you guys, if you could name 5 YouTubers that you think may be sociopaths or do things that a sociopath might do on camera, let me know down in the comments. But personally, like I said, I don't think I'm a sociopath. I may have certain traits that would characterize a sociopath. For example, I feel like I do sometimes have lack of empathy for certain things. If we type sociopaths traits, let's see how many of them I feel similar to. I don't think I'm manipulative to a point where I actually cause damage, but obviously, sometimes just persuading somebody. Pathological lying. I'm not a pathological liar. Lack of remorse, shame, or guilt. No, actually, I don't think I'm any of those things. Shallow emotions, yes, but that may be caused from depression and not from being a sociopath. Irresponsibility. I just found out you need to have almost all of those traits in order to be claimed as one. But is Jake Paul a sociopath? Some people are saying that it's not even Jake Paul. They've noticed more of those tendencies in Logan Paul. There are moments where he laughs and doesn't empathize with people who have passed away.
Everyone is gonna die. And I'm sorry, like I hate to be the one to break it to you, but death is going to happen. It's inescapable. And there's no point in fearing death. Death is like, it's a thing. Then again, who am I to tell you how to live your lives?
So if you had to pick one person who you think has more of a tendency of actually being diagnosed as a sociopath, who do you think it would be out of the two brothers? Would it be Jake or Logan? Some people are saying Jake is actually more likely to be one, and some others are saying it's actually Logan this whole time and he's just being ignored. So at the end of the day, everything's for entertainment, so you're gonna need to be over the top. This doesn't mean these people are actually like that in real life. The only way to actually know if they're like that in real life is for people that have met them and been with them in real life. Many videos are out now trying to prove why Jake Paul is actually a sociopath.
Sorry for your lawn. Oh.
Rides his dirt bike completely over it may be considered as lack of empathy, lack of guilt, sociopathic tendencies. As I stated before, one of the best ways to find out is someone who's been with a sociopath and actually figured out that they're a sociopath. Girl by the name of Ali actually dated one, so let's look at her main points just to see if there's any correlation there.
Once you've had enough experiences with them personally, sociopaths don't care that they're sociopaths. It's their world, everyone else is just living in it.
Her saying that actually made me think that I did have a lot of people that had similar traits like that. I think there was one person in particular that may have actually been a real sociopath in my lifetime. Shane Dawson, the therapist, actually did say it's estimated to be about 1 in 25 people, so it's more real than you might think.
Documentary, you can go to therapy, you can attempt to treat it, but really they will just get better at playing their cards. Sociopaths often will jump from friend group to friend group, location to location, and start over with a whole new set of people. They can pretend to be anybody that they want.
Okay, that's a little scary. They're basically almost like, I would compare maybe a real true sociopath to something like a parasite, where they could come in, almost infiltrate, and in a sense have power over the new people that they meet. That's how good they are at manipulating people.
Violet made that video talking about the things that Jake Paul did and how it affected her and their relationship / breakup. I really could relate to that because I felt like I went through pretty much the same thing. If Jake Paul is in fact a sociopath, I'm not here again to diagnose anybody, but based off the things she said, I looked at that video 2 years ago, way before this documentary, and was like, he sounds like a sociopath. It's extremely abusive behavior.
Okay, so Ali thinks Jake is a sociopath because she dated one and sees similar tendencies. How about someone who doesn't think Jake is a sociopath? What do they have to say? Okay, so this article is stating that Jake Paul should not be diagnosed as a sociopath. It says nearly half a century ago, the American Psychiatric Association instated its gold water rule. If you guys don't know what that is, it prohibits members from commenting publicly on someone they haven't examined. Barry Goldwater was diagnosed by a bunch of psychiatrists who never actually met him in person. Says he might have chronic psychosis, but the only way to really know is if they meet him. There needs to be professionals that meet Jake Paul in real life. I'll conduct the research because the article says Dawson's not a mental health professional, and the push to diagnose public figures is always going to be misguided. There are things people don't know in which Jake Paul reacted a certain way to situations that made him look like he was a sociopath, but in fact we are only starting to realize that and find out the information right now. As the series continues, we will see the true side of Jake Paul and whether his actions in the past were reflective on situations or his actual personality. I think it's an amazing thing that Shane Dawson gave Jake Paul a platform to express and show the world why he reacted in certain situations. Jake Paul, of course, denies he's a sociopath. Now, I know Shane Dawson has been getting a lot of backlash for this.
But as far as the criticism of everything being over the top,
and why I think it's so bad is because apparently Shane didn't tell Katie that this was about Jake Paul.
People claim that just because they have certain tendencies doesn't mean they're automatically a sociopath, and the only way to find out is if they meet real professionals. The main goal after all the Jake Paul drama and dilemmas that Shane Dawson wanted to accomplish was to actually understand the psychology of YouTubers, because YouTubers have to have some kind of personality disorder or something, right? To do what we do, putting ourselves on camera all the time, is what Shane Dawson said, which is interesting. In reality, YouTubers only really talk to a camera all day, so their whole narrative is completely controlled. Something I would say a sociopath would love. Imagine whatever you post to the internet, you have 100% control over, versus real life, where you have to talk to someone, and if you said something wrong, it's not as easily changed. You can't really manipulate people as easy in real life. But over the internet, on camera, with YouTube videos, it's something you can perfect. What do you guys think? I want to know your thoughts. Do you think there are YouTubers who are real sociopaths? If you do, why do you think that? And also, do you think Jake is one as well? Personally, after seeing the whole series, I think Jake is definitely different than others, especially in accordance to his past. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's a straight up sociopath. I think this is a super important topic. Final note here is that no matter how real YouTubers seem to be on camera, including myself, we do put on these personas to try to get people to relate with us, to like us more, to watch us and feel connected, which is exactly what a sociopath would do. A sociopath would put on a persona to try to manipulate people. And that is it for today. Those were my thoughts on this whole thing. But for me, the most interesting part is what you guys think. I think it's a really interesting conversation that Shane Dawson started. And no, just because you have some similar traits to what a sociopath might have, don't worry. I'm almost 100% sure you're not an actual sociopath. You might be weird. You might feel different about certain things, just like me. But at the end of the day, if you actually care about people and can feel empathy, emotions, I think you're fine. But your friend might not be. That is all for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna read all your comments right now. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. No more sociopath videos. Have a good one, and peace out.